Yo, what's going on, everybody? Got a good show planned for you guys. Gonna open up a bunch of cards, or show you guys a bunch of cards, but gonna open up these two packs with the Duke Crazy there, and then I'm gonna show you guys everything in this box. So, believe it or not, I have not given either of my boys either a few Raider cards, but nothing like only like maybe five or something. Took me a while to go through all my Raider cards. So definitely wanted to hook them up. So they each got a box this size. I'll show you guys what they got. And then yeah, a lot of these are base cards, but you know what? I think they're gonna be happy with what they got. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Big old box here. You guys think they're gonna like it? I mean, if I was a kid, I know I would. So all right, let's do this all-star pack first. See what we got in this baby. I've had this one for a little bit. This from Shills a while back. There's probably nothing too crazy in these, but guess you never know. I did think I've had this for a while, but it's got a Saints player on it, and since the Raiders just beat the Saints, I figured maybe that's good luck. So we'll open it. Oh, mercy. All right, let's see what we got. Drew Brees, Geno Atkins, Antonio Gates, 2007, Phillip Rivers, 2016, Torrey Holt. Who remembers that dude? Did he get in the Hall of Fame? Can't remember if he got in the Hall of Fame or not, but he's pretty good back in the day. Von Miller, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, that's for sure. James Conner, Donovan Sue, back in the day, the Lions, 2013. Kurt Warner, Andre Johnson, wide receiver. Matt Stafford for the Lions back in the day. Jordy Nelson, that's a throwback. Oh, but that's when he was on the Raiders that one year. Cameron Wake, Andy Dalton, Emmanuel Sanders, AJ Green, Matt Schaub, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, Jimmy Graham, Jalen Ramsey. Hey, Cleo Mack. Take that. Robert Mathis and Mike Evans and Brandon Cooks. I figured it wasn't anything crazy. But you never know. But I'm going to put this Mac in a sleeve, though. Wonder what year this is. 2018. I know it's base. I'm putting a top loader anyways. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back to the Raiders for 1 year before he retires or something. That'd be fun. All right. Optic, 4 cards per pack. These packs usually aren't cheap, so maybe we can get a downtown. Get a Raider downtown like this car. That'd be nice. If you have to pull a Raider downtown. I've only pulled, I think, one downtown. That was Cooper Cup. So definitely not the greatest downtown. I pulled Buda Baker, Mont St. Brown, Najee Harris, Harrison Smith. Hey, James Furpo, what up? It's the Raiders. How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing good. How you feeling after that win against the Saints? You happy or you upset? It's a nice Ahmad St. Brown, though. I'll take that guy. Yeah, I mean, I know they'll probably retire. I just wonder, like with Mac and Carr, if they're just going to do like a 1-day retirement thing or if they're actually going to be on the team for like a year. I always like it more if like a player is like actually back on the team for a little bit of time before they retire, as opposed to just doing like a 1-day thing. Like damn, what's his name? Defensive back that went to the Eagles and then came back and retired. Nnamdi Asomugha. Nnamdi Asomugha came back, never really played again for the Raiders, but did that retirement deal for like, came there for half a day or whatever and just retired. Happy after a win? Hell yeah. Me too, brother. Me too, man. All right. Hopefully it's not too reflective. Should I leave the light off? I think it's better with the light off. I have a lot of reflection with the light on. What do you think? Light off or on? I'm going to go light off. Josh Jacobs, rookie. They told now maybe on a veteran minimum. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is it Jacobs? I think that's like a silver. How's that lighting? Let me turn the light up. Let's see if that helps. I have like two different lights, so like one of them I can kind of adjust. Is that better? I think it's better. All right, Jacobs, Mosaic, Orange. That's Orange Ice, I think. Another Mosaic, Jacobs. So, just to reiterate, this is for my son, one of my sons, and then the other son is getting pretty much almost all the same stuff. There's a few like variations, but for the most part, they're both getting almost the exact same stuff. And then I still have extra cards I'll be trying to give away to Raider Nation down the road, or people on the card channel. Jacobs. Gotta get some Brock rookie now. Everything Bowers. Yeah. I like him. I don't know how much I want to invest in that. Meta Mastery. I probably should, but Jacobs rookie. It was a little bit different before because Jacobs. It was a little bit different before, bro, because you buy Raider spot, you buy Raider packs, you could get so many different like Raider cards, you could get Aiden O'Connell, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs. Yeah, a lot of those guys are gone. I mean, we still have Aiden O'Connell, but Michael Mayer rookie card, Aiden O'Connell rookie card. You got the veteran stuff like that, but I definitely feel like it. Definitely feel like it changed quite a bit with like buying cards now. It's like maybe if we got like a top tier quarterback, it might be a little more exciting. But then the Raider spots are going to be hell of expensive to buy for like card breaks and stuff. So, before with Aiden O'Connell, the breaker spots weren't too bad as far as price wise. So now it's just like you're going to pay a high price and you got a lot less of my favorite players on the team now, like Jacobs and Adams. So then we'll see if Crosby's gone too. Prestigious Pros, Jacobs. Season ticket, Jacobs. Speak of the devil, Devonta Adams. Henry Ruggs. Moments in whoa. Well, that one doesn't even matter. Moments in time. That's where Chandler Jones got that ball at the last second of the game that Jacoby Myers threw. It's pretty funny. This was just broke back Jimmy. On that subject, got me number 8 JJ Renfro Nike jersey, Nike $200 jerseys for $49 each. No, nice man. Yeah, dude. When players leave, you can get jerseys for hella cheap, so that's cool, man. Pair of Jordans for my birthday on 26. Oh man, happy birthday, bro. Sorry I missed your birthday. Happy birthday, man. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Forgot to say that at the beginning. That's a silver. Jaquan Bennett, Tyree Wilson, Darren Waller, Trey Tucker. There's Renfro. Seawood. Crosby. Timmy Brown from downtown. Derek Carr. Marcus Allen. My son got my wife got me a pair of shoes too. I had about a pair of shoes in a minute, but they got me the Steph Currys. I don't even know what they're called or anything, but they're actually pretty cool. I like them a lot. They're like gray and white mainly, kind of Raider colors, but they're like super lightweight and like super comfy. Chandler Jones, Jacobs, Adams. I've been working on this. I had a few days off at work there. So I was like organizing cards and like separating it. It took, dude, I've been working on this for days, bro. Days to go through my cards to give my kids some. I was trying to do this before Christmas, but that didn't work out. I was so busy. Adams, it's like a silver mosaic. Hunter Renfro. I wonder if he's going to play in the NFL again. Renfro. Seawood. Waller. Jacobs. Carr. What is this? There's some that I ran out of top loaders and some guys I was like, Waller. I should put him on a top loader for my son. I put him on top loaders because my son, I mean, like, I know most of these cards aren't worth much or anything, but my 8-year-old, he will destroy these, I feel like, if I don't protect them. So some of them I was like, not putting in top loaders, but here's Aiden O'Connell. I love the rated rookie, the little rated rookie emblem. That's a pretty cool one. Charles Woodson. It's crazy, dude. Everybody's out on Aiden O'Connell, but if you watch the Raider game today, I mean, you can't tell me he didn't look pretty good throwing the ball through some like pretty accurate balls. I mean, someone could try to say that, but I'm not buying it. Trayvon Morig, Jacoby Myers, Kenyon Drake. I don't think he's in the NFL anymore, is he? Kenyon Drake. There's a big difference between fake Nike jerseys, real ones I see now. Now I want jerseys and real ones I see now. Now I want only real jerseys. I really want to get $300 game elite jerseys. Yeah, the all I used to have, like me personally, was the like kind of the more knockoff kind of jerseys, bro. But now pretty much I only try to buy like the Nike ones, which I mean, you're probably talking about something that's more expensive than even the ones I was buying, but definitely a big difference for like Nike versus some of the other ones or whatever. I'm not gonna put Kenny Drake in top order. Charles Woodson, Renfro, Aiden O'Connell, rookie, Michael Mayer, rookie. Put these in the box here real quick. You said you hope Renfro comes back? Yeah, me too, man. You said, I wish it would have worked out for us. Yeah, me too. That's how I feel, man. I liked him. Josh Jacobs, Adams. I think the Raiders definitely when Gruden left, or when McClown came in, Josh McDaniels came in. They definitely didn't use him appropriately. Trey Tucker, Aiden O'Connell, Crosby, Brokeback Jimmy, Darren. Oh no, that's I thought that was Darren Waller. That's Latavius Murray. Little throwback. Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer. I mean, I know Bowers is a better tight end than Michael Mayer, but I still think Michael Mayer is good. But damn, I got a lot of Michael Mayer cards, so I hope he works out. I hope he turns out good. I hope he stays with the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders are going to keep him. I think they're going to trade him in the draft, unfortunately. Trey Tucker, Jimmy. Byron Young, another wasted draft pick we got in the third round. Instead of getting Hendon Hooker, we could have traded up 2 spots when we drafted Byron Young and got Hendon Hooker. But instead, we drafted this guy, released him, and he's not even on the Raiders. I forget where he went, but I think he's on the Eagles or I don't know. But that was a wasted draft pick. Jacoby Myers, and that was just like a couple years ago. Same year we drafted Ian O'Connell and Trey Tucker, Josh Jacobs, and Michael Mayer, Devontae Adams. Tough being a Raider fan, bro. Devontae Adams. I have like these cards get all psyched, and then yep, they're probably gonna trade him. Max Crosby, Jimmy Garoppolo, Darren Waller, Tyree Wilson, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. It's funny too, bro, because I was like, I'm like, dude, I finally get like a autographed Devontae Adams helmet and a Josh Jacobs helmet, and what do? I finally get that, and then both those guys are no longer on the team. Isn't that funny? It's like, oh, you're an idiot. Not saying you, meaning me, for getting those guys. And I got these organized by like the card set. So these are all select. That's a cool select card. It's like a silver. Adams, Jets third pick looking better and better. Yeah. Tucker B. Bob. There. I mean, did they really draft this guy just to be a blocking tight end, bro? I know that was a different coach, but this dude's way too good to be just a blocking tight end. So that's kind of frustrating. Just my opinion. Derek Carr. Like we drafted Mayer in the second round, we traded up to in the second, so it was like right at the beginning of the second round, almost like a first round draft pick. Just gonna have him be a blocking tight end. It's like crazy, bro. It's crazy. But that's what the Raiders do, huh? All right. Rookies and stars. Jacob, sorry. It's like, I think it might be a silver. Rookies and stars, Crosby. That's kind of cool. Jimmy G, Byron Young. Should just throw the Jimmy cards and this dude away, but whatever. Tyree Wilson. Jakarin Bennett. Oh, sorry. True Tucker. Jacobs. Another Jacobs. Adams. I haven't given these my cards haven't seen these my kids haven't seen this cards yet. So after I get done this video, I'm gonna go Connell rookie, Jimmy. Go give them to him. They probably won't be that excited. I don't know, maybe. I mean, I ain't giving to him because like my youngest, well, I had to go through stuff first, but my youngest is like in the soccer, so he doesn't care about football. And then my other son is big into basketball, but then he told me that he's like, man, I feel like I should have like started collecting football cards instead of basketball. I'm like, I mean, I got plenty of cards to give them. I just, if they're not interested in football, I mean, they're Raider fans, but if they're not interested, I'm like, that's a nice Bennett rookie, rated rookie, optic. Optics are some of my favorite cards, man, because they got the rated rookie, and I just like the way they look. I mean, the Raider fans, but if they're not gonna be, I like that, Bo. If they're not gonna like be big into card collecting, that's fine, or like Raiders, but definitely not like gonna go out of the way if they would rather have soccer and basketball, But my oldest son was like, "Yeah, I'd like some Raider cards." So I've been kind of off and on, kind of working on this. Get off work if I have some energy, try to work on separating cards for like an hour. So like, pretty much none of these are cards I've had to buy. Like pretty much all these are just ones that I just had to organize and go through. Adams. Here's the illusions. These ones are kind of cool. O'Connell rookie. Another O'Connell rookie. O'Connell rookie. O'Connell. Adams. Jacobs. Like those Jacobs cards. His face right there. He's like, ugh. Adams. And Michael Mayer. Tucker be bobbling the ball too much. I know, man. Especially for a third round pick. That's kind of what I was thinking today. So I was trying to be positive because we won. But I definitely felt that way too, if I'm being real with you. And I think Max is gone next. I do, unfortunately, man. I think he wants out, and I think the Raiders are going to make some really bad decisions like they've done time and time again. Get these new coaches and GMs that come in, these different philosophies and schemes, and they're like, well, these guys aren't working for our scheme. And then you get all the people on the radio, like Raider Nation Radio and stuff. They'll get on there and try to convince us why the Raiders need to rebuild again and why they got rid of all the players. And then they'll say the Raiders can't draft, even though we had talent, but they let them go. So I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I expect like out of like say if you look at our free agents like Spillane, Trayvon Morig, um, Diablo, Kuntz, Chason, I know wasn't like part of the team or drafted, so I guess I won't include him. But just say if you look at those 5 guys, I'd be surprised if one out of all those guys gets signed. It should be 2 or 3 that get signed, but Raiders are going to do something stupid and like only sign one of them, and then come up with some excuse to tell us why we got to do another rebuild. Davante Adams Silver, that's a nice Davante Adams. Well, it's not numbered though. But hopefully I'm wrong, bro. But I have a bad feeling. I can just, I don't want to call out people, but if you listen to JT the Brick on R&R, all you gotta do, man, is like, dude, he sets it up, man. That dude's a total fucking chill, man. These guys like get paid by the team, and you can tell when they're like putting out certain narratives and how they try to they beat around the bush and how they try to fluff it up and how fake they are. But he's like telling you the game plan because he's hearing stuff behind the scenes. So as soon as the point is this, as soon as you hear as a Henry Ruggs rookie, how about Amari Cooper rookie? That's pretty cool. As soon as you hear JT the Brick trying to convince us why the Raiders need to rebuild and get younger and stuff, you know it's coming, bro. The shill media is coming with their nonsense to try to convince us and brainwash us and, convince us of it's like, it's so crazy, bro. It's like, here, let me convince you of the Raiders making stupid decisions and why the stupid decisions they're making are going to be okay and why you should like the stupid decisions. It's literally like an insane way of thinking, bro. Michael Mayer, Silver, Aiden O'Connell. Remember when like a bunch of us were like talking about Davante Adams possibly getting traded, and the next thing, what do you know? Michael Mayer. A lot of us were worried about Jacobs not getting signed. I guess the word on the street is this GM didn't even offer Jacobs a contract, which is insane. It's like, bro, like that Davante Adams. So it's dude, so frustrating, bro. So frustrating being a Raider fan. Not just the record, but like the terrible decisions time and time again. And then people be like, well, you need to get a number 1 wide receiver. You need to get talent. Like, dude, of course these guys aren't going to want to be part of this shenanigans, dude. Who would? Then you got to overpay guys, and there's all this like, yep. So, it's one of my favorite Davante Adams cards. Taking you to the gun show. Not numbered. I got a couple of these that are numbered for my PC, but Javon Mooring. Want some Thunder Lightning? Derek Carr and Davante Adams. Get a drink of water real quick. We'll never keep hometown draft picks that pan out. Dude, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's not even like we got a commissary pick, draft pick, or anything for Jacobs, Oh, you're telling me? Yeah. Think about that. So you said it still reminds you of the Gruden pass rushers that are hard to find after letting best pass rusher in the league go. You talking about with Khalil Mack? Yeah, that was the talk for 2 or 3 years. Raiders need a pass rusher. Raiders, need a pass rusher, and then we get Jacobs for the Khalil Mack trade, right? And then within a couple years, Max Crosby comes on the scene. And then all of a sudden, Raiders have, that guy where everybody's saying, well, Raiders need a pass rusher. And Jacobs is gone. And if they let Max Crosby go, what do you think they're going to be saying next? Raiders need a pass rusher if they trade Max Crosby or do something stupid. Josh Jacobs. That's why earlier on my other channel, I don't know if you saw the beginning, but where I played that clip from Dumb and Dumber, I did it like for several reasons, but it was that clip where Dumb and Dumber, they're like, just when you think you can't go and do anything like dumber, you go and totally like redeem yourself. And I did that for one because the Raiders won, and there's a lot of Raider fans out there that want us to lose for have a better draft pick. So kind of take a shot at them or whatever. But the other part of that I was thinking about is like Raiders are going to do something completely, absolutely dumb this offseason, you know? And that's kind of was the original thing that made me think of it is like Raiders are like, you don't sign Jacobs, you trade Devontae Adams, and guess what? You're gonna like do something even dumber than that and like probably trade Max Crosby, man. Hope I'm wrong, but I'm trying to prepare myself but I'm telling you, man, I can feel it coming, dude. Timmy Brown. I still have a lot of cards to give away to people in Raider Nation, but I hooked a lot of people up, and I'd even like hook up my own kids, like with Raider cards. So it's probably a good thing that I gotta put my kids first, man. As much as I love people subscribe to stuff, I gotta take care of my kiddos first. But I also don't want to like force it on them. I want them to want to do it. I don't want them to do it like me force it on them because then they won't want to have anything to do with it, you know? So like when my oldest son was like, hey, I want to, I want some cards. All right, here we get into some cool, like some little bit better stuff. So here's a pretty nice Aiden O'Connell card. You can get some nice Aiden O'Connell cards if any of you guys are a believer in him or want to take a gamble. 42 out of 49. You can get a card like this. Got a patch, got the autograph, rookie. So like Obsidian, RPA rookie patch auto. You get some of these for some of them. I think like around 30, 40 bucks. Maybe not numbered to 50, but I'd say anywhere from like 30 to like 75 would be a good price range, which is pretty cost effective for a nice card. So the point is, I like the way the Obsidian cards look, but there's a lot of other ones like you could even do like one of these optic ones. It was already graded, dude. I think I got this thing. I'd have to look. This one's an optic hollow, so I might have paid like 70, 65 or 75 bucks for this one. But there was like a couple Aiden O'Connell autos, like I shit you not, I paid like 20 to 40 bucks for. They weren't graded, but they weren't like this. They were like optic or Don Ross. Because I want to get nice ones that have the rated rookie and it has a nice autograph on it. But maybe he'll end up being nothing. But if he ends up being something, you get a cheap card for the hype, without spending a ton of money. Like go try to find a Brock Purdy autograph or something, and compare the price. Night and day difference. All right, for anybody like Seawood, that's his Heisman rookie card. Travis Hunter, just first defensive. I know he plays kind of both sides or whatever, but first defensive player since Charles Woodson to win the Heisman Trophy. So shout out Seawood and Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is the best player in this draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Best player. Make this pile smaller. Man, the draft is after the season is over, not 3 games out. Yeah. If Max leaves besides Bowers jersey, I might only buy retired Raider players jersey unless I can find them clearance. Yeah. I know. Bowers cards are gonna go double. I know, bro. I know. I don't have really any either. I got this big one. It was like $50. It This big old downtown. You can put it in a frame or something. So look at the size difference. It was pretty cool. So I got one of those for my collection, but that's pretty much it, man, for my collection. All right. So all those like Seawoods I got besides the rookies, I gave each of my sons one of these, the iconic Tuck Game. So they don't understand it right now, but they probably will later on. My oldest son, he's a basketball fan. He likes Kobe Bryant. So this is like I guess a rookie. But I don't think it's like an expensive rookie because I definitely didn't pay much for that. It was like $15 or something. How about Timmy Brown? Then another Aiden O'Connell. It's kind of a weird looking card. It's not that cool, but should probably set this one aside. All right. I think Hunter is going to go number 1 to New England. If New England keeps that spot, yeah. All right. So here's Jacorian Bennett. I got these guys last year. I think I paid like 25 or $30 for this sucker. I actually got a few of them. So I'm going to give this, each of my sons getting an autograph, Jacorian Bennett. And dude, you know I had to give him each a Hendon Hooker. Not that. Well, I'll just leave it at that. I could make a funny out of it. I'm gonna do that on this channel. Rich Gannon. Yeah, Hunter's the best dude in the draft. Given my oldest son, he's getting the Art Shell. That was a cool card. I think that's his rookie. I'm pretty sure that's his rookie. I have to double check. That might be his rookie. Ray guy. I should know that. I'm pretty sure that's Art Shell's rookie. Willie Brown. Lester Hayes. Did you knock on the door? That's someone knocked on the door. Sorry. Dave Casper. Sorry, guys. Should have muted the mic. And then all these, check this out. All these are Bo Jacksons, bro. Bo knows. And I'll show you those cards in the back in a minute. There we go. I'll take those ones. All right, this is Bo Baseball. So everybody got Bo Jackson's from Jimmy Guns. Everybody else, appreciate you guys. My 2 sons are pretty happy, I think. Even if they don't understand what they're getting or like how good, say, Bo Jackson was. That was my favorite player. I think the best athlete, multi-sport athlete. That card's kind of chewed up, but whatever. Most of these are in pretty good shape. Here's a Bo Jackson with a Frank Thomas, Stacy Jones, Greg Olson. That was like 2 of my favorite players when I was younger, Frank Thomas and Bo Jackson. That's why I started liking the White Sox back in the day. And dude, their colors are like black and white, like Raider colors. It was like, and then when Jordan played on there for a minute. Yep. James said it. I'm not going to repeat it on here. I was thinking it, bro. You know, I was thinking it. I was like, bad dad. There's a Kirby Puckett, Bo Jackson. Otis is a Kirby Puckett fan, so I put one of these aside for him. I gotta send him those and some other baseball cards I think I have for him. Bo Jackson. Well, all these are Bo. White Sox. That's kind of a cool Bo card right there. 1986 to 1990. Angels. Like that picture of him. Then we're going to get into the Don Ross. Like these Don Ross. You guys remember that card? I remember that card like hella good. And this one. I'm gonna see if I can get a pack of like 90 Don Ross. I was thinking, or some of them, maybe like his old baseball, or maybe even some of the older football. Like by old, I mean like 90s. Although now I'm so old that like I guess 90 was a long time ago. Doesn't feel like it, right? All right. I used to like that card, the highlights, or even any of those cards that said highlights on them. Look at these and like it brings back memories. Not the Navy one, but the highlights one did. I remember this one, post serial. Like I know this is Junk's wax era or whatever, but like it still makes me wonder like if any of these will ever be worth any money. You know? Like how much junk wax did they print where there's still even like sealed boxes of this like 90s era, you know? Ground Force. So that was an iconic one I remember. Some of these I want to get a PSA 10 in. So I want to get I want to get like the Bo Jackson like that. I want to get that in like a slab like this, like a PSA 10. There's a bunch, there's like a few as I was going through this. I was like, man, that would look good in a PSA slab. That was a cool card. I remember back in the day. That one I thought was cool, but mainly just like his eyes and that face mask and that donkey in the background. But that one probably wasn't one of my favorites. This one was, just to see how athletic he was on his tippy toes. There is like pretty nuts. And this one would be nice to get in a PSA 10, but man, it's a tough card. It's where he hurt his hip, and that was the last play he ever did in the NFL. Damn Bungles. Maybe that's why we're cursed. It was the Bengals' fault. That's a cool card. I like that one. I don't know if that's the same game or not. I don't know. Let's see. December 16th against Cincinnati Bengals, Jackson took a handoff from Jay Schrader, ran 88 yards for the longest run from scrimmage of the year. Amazingly, Jackson was brought down just shy of the goal line from behind by Bengal cornerback Rod Jones. Actually, I do remember that run they're talking about where Bo was like just freaking, it was like almost all the way to the touchdown or the end zone, and that dude Rod Jones tackled him. So that was 91. What year is this one? 91. Heisman hero. These cards kind of make me feel old and young at the same time. Bo Jackson, that's like an iconic card. He's always like, I remember opening up packs of cards. You get that one. I used to like that card. And this is one I definitely want to get in a in a case. A PSA slab. Oh, remember the puzzles you put together from the pack of cards? Yeah, the baseball card ones. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Or you can make like little puzzles out of it. It wasn't Bengals' fault. Bo was so strong he pulled his hip out of place, trying to still run and get yards. Yeah, dude. The dude was such a beast, man. Wild card Bo. I used to always like this one too. League leaders. This is my favorite cards too, man. Half baseball, half football. Like such a freaking cool card. So kind of a newer Bo. Gridiron Kings. This is like a newer card, but it's like a throwback. Look at that 90s flat top. And dude, that was so fly. Like back in the day, that flat top. All the cool kids had that haircut. I don't think we did. I don't know. We probably had mullets or something. I don't know. All right, almost done here. Bo Jackson. These are all newer. Got these like recent. These ones recently at least. Starting here. These are all tops without the NFL logo, so it looks a little cheesy, but whatever. It's just a silver helmet because Tops is getting the licensing for the NFL and basketball in a couple years, but not yet. I think basketball is sometime next year. I think football is the year after in 2026. All right. All right. 4 cards left. All right. Let's start with. So each of my sons, I try to give a nice like patch rookie of Jacobs. So here's one of them. Here's the other one. This one's a little nicer. And the only reason why there's a couple reasons why I'm giving this one away, but Jimmy Guns gave me this card, but it's already graded and a PSA 10. So I'm keeping the one from Jimmy Guns that's already graded in PSA 10. And then I already had this one, so I'm going to give this one to my son. So I'm pretty sure most of the cards weren't numbered. So they weren't like banger cards, but they're young. I want to make sure if they can prove to me they're trustworthy and they like respect the cards and stuff, then I'll give them some better stuff as time goes on, or try to. All right, so here's a Aiden O'Connell PSA 10 rated rookie. So it's got the rated rookie that I like to see. Optic. This one's called the Purple Shock. I think I got these. It's not autographed, but I think I got these for pretty cost-effective price. So one of my sons will be getting that guy. Pretty cool. And then another Aiden O'Connell. This one's called Teal Velocity. This teal is sick. I know the camera doesn't do it justice. It looks blue, but it's actually like green. I know the camera makes it look blue. It's actually more greenish. Let's see if this. Oh, that doesn't really help. But graded PSA 10, not numbered, but still pretty cool card. And you can get some of these like graded Optic or Don Ross rated rookie PSA 10s for pretty cost effective price for Aiden O'Connell. not autographed, but I think one of these I might have paid like 15-20 bucks for, and that to grade cards cost 15-20 bucks. So yeah, people went, dude. When O'Connell got hurt, everybody started selling their O'Connell cards. It was nuts. I was like looking online. I'm like, damn, dude, everybody's trying to dump their O'Connell cards, and they're probably worried that we're going to draft a quarterback, and we probably will. And maybe O'Connell won't be the answer, but if there's any shot that he might end up being good or develop into something, you can get some cards of his for cheap. And probably even if you wait until this off season, there'll probably be even better deals when football's not in and people aren't thinking about football anymore. His cards will probably, as soon as the season ends for the next like few months, especially leading up to the draft, his cards are probably going to go way down. So I'll be looking for other deals too. If I can get cool cards like this for around 20 bucks, like hell yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? So how much it costs to get them graded? It's 15 to 20 bucks. Honestly, I haven't sent any, I have cards I want to send off to get graded. I haven't sent any yet. I've predominantly like just bought cards from like eBay that are graded. But you just type in like give me a second, I'll show you. All right. So like here's like turn my so like Bo Jackson Fleer PSA 10. You see that? Or Bo Jackson Score PSA 10. So you hit that and then see like, what pops up and their prices. Damn, that's a cool looking card. Look at that. Bo Jackson, that's fucking sick. But I don't have 600 bucks. I don't need it. I don't need it graded for that price. I just want that card. So I'll have to do some research on trying to get that card because I don't have that card. Oh, but yeah, so type in like Aiden O'Connell. Aiden. So this is all damn, I can't spell. So Aiden O'Connell and like some stuff pops up like auto prism PSA 10. Let's just do PSA 10, just see what pops up. So there's one for 200, but that's kind of pricey. What is that? Oh, it's a prism. Yeah, I'd wait. That's probably too much right now, even for an autograph. Here's an autograph for 130 PSA 10, but that's probably going to go down after the season to around, I'm guessing, maybe 75 ish. Here's one that's not autographed. Silver prism. But all these are gem at 10, so that's like a perfect grade on a card. Here's one, 50 bucks. So that's actually a pretty good deal, believe it or not. So PSA 10 autograph select, not a bad looking card. For me, the card has to look nice and stuff, and then obviously the price, like 49 bucks, 50 bucks plus shipping. Here's let's see what this is. So this is similar. This card, it's 35 bucks. This one's similar to the teal velocity that I have right here. And this one for 35 bucks. Let me see if I can click on this. So pretty similar to the one that I got here. It's almost the exact same, just this one's like green and this one's like teal on the border. So not bad, So that I just typed in Aiden O'Connell, PSA 10. You could also do like Aiden O'Connell. So same thing, just type in auto, like if you want autographs, PSA 10, and just go through and see like what autographs you might be able to find of Aiden O'Connell. You could type in instead of PSA if you want to do Aiden O'Connell auto, and let's do like Optic. So Optic is one of my favorite ones because I think their cards look really clean and then they have the rated rookie logo. So Aiden O'Connell auto optic, or you could do optic auto. You should still find it. And here's one right here, numbered to 150 for 85. So these ones probably aren't graded, or there's one that is graded, but it's going to give you a list of ones that are graded and are not graded. Here's one for 129. But it's funny because, like, I'm telling you, when he was hurt a few weeks ago, these were like around $75, 60 to $75, and now they're like 130. And you could always like try to offer them less for what they're asking, but just funny, dude. Someone, he got hurt and everybody forgot about him, and people were like lowering the price on their cards, and then he starts doing good, and everybody like increases what they're selling them for, And then if you want to, you type all that in, and then you just go up here to filter, and then if you want to see what something's sold for, see if you're getting a good price on it. After you type something in, go down here, go to sold items. Some of you might know this. I didn't know this. I had to figure this out. So, or I think someone might have told me. But you go in here, and this will tell you after whatever you put in your search engine. This will tell you what something's sold for. So at least you can get like an idea, before you just like pay or whatever. Because on a lot of these cards, I'm gonna filter out of the sold and show you. Is it? No. Sometimes eBay is like weird. It's only showing me the sold stuff. All right, there we go. All right, so like right here, you go in here. Say if you wanted this one, he's asking 150 for it. You go in here, you click make offer. Say you wanted to do 100, might be a little bit low, but say you want to do like 125, and you go as high as 135 or something. So you can submit it, and you might be able to get it for a little bit cheaper. So a lot of times I'll do that. I'll go to make an offer if they have that on there. Most cards do, and just make an offer lower than what you actually want to pay for it. So if 135 is your price, do it a little bit cheaper and see if they'll accept it, and then you can counter back and do like 130, and then you can do like 135, and then is it better to buy them already graded? That's it's hard for me to like say one or the other. The problem is there's so many different variations, man. I'm just gonna grab a couple cards to show you. So, like if you look right here, this card's not centered. Let me see if I get a pen. All right, so look at the distance from like here to here, like this little white border right there, and then this white border on this side. So this card like definitely, let me click your highlight out coming off. This card definitely is not like centered left to right. So because it's skinnier on this side than this side, this is definitely not going to grade Gem Mint 10. And I know this isn't a good card, so like this is a card you probably wouldn't want to get graded anyways. But so that's kind of the first thing, especially on the newer cards, is to figure out if the centering is good, and then also top and bottom. So the top, if you look at that white border, it's a little bit shorter distance right here. I know on the camera it's probably harder to see than in person, but it's a little bit bigger here than it is right here. So there's no way this thing's going to do a Gem Mint 10. And then on the back side, they'll look at the same thing. So look at the green border right here. This distance, I think it looks gray on the camera, but it's green in real life. This left side is bigger right here than this side. Bottom doesn't really matter on that part. So that's kind of the first thing to look at. The next thing is the corners. Are the corners in perfect shape? Because for a gym at 10, like it's got to be perfect, all the corners. And then you have to look at the surface and see if there's any scratches, blemishes, anything messed up when they print it. Like you guys may not be able to see it, but there's a little like scratch or something right here. So like if this was a card I really liked and say it was a good player or something, I want to send it in. If it has this little blemish right here, I'm probably not going to get a PSA 10. And then you have to look at the cost of what does this card cost if you're trying to like resell it or something. What does this card cost to buy it outright if it's a PSA 9? So say I send this in to get graded. It comes back a PSA 9, which is a grade below the 10, obviously. PSA 9s usually sell for about the same price as the actual card. So it's not like, anything below a 10 on most cards, unless it's like an older vintage card or something like that, or other like, superstar players kind of thing. For the most part, PSA 9s are not going to sell for more or much more than the cost of the actual card. So then, like if you're going to spend $15-$20 to get the card graded, unless you're only getting it graded because you want it to look cool, because they do look nice in the slabs, unless you're sending to get graded and you don't care what the grade is and you just want it to be in like a cool case, like that, for your PC, it can make it more difficult to know if you should send a card in to get graded or just spend the extra $20 or something to buy it outright. So say you have some Aiden O'Connell optic cards, or say I had this card, and it looked like it might grade out, and say me mailing it off and all that's going to be like at least $20 plus shipping. You might be $30 all said and done per card. Or if you just sent in one card. Okay. So between 20 and $30. Let's say I can buy this card for 35 or $40. If I'm only spending 10, 15, or even $20 additional, because the card's got to be worth 10, $15, I would say, in my opinion, at least. If you value the actual card at like 10, $15, and then to get graded, there's another 20. Right there, you're at like $35 for everything. And if you can buy the card that's already graded in PSA 10 for that price, I mean, in those cases, it's going to be better to do that way. If it's a high-end card, or like when it comes to autographs and stuff, it can get a little trickier because the cost can get significantly more, So it's tough. Like I'd say each situation, you just have to judge it and like what's the value to you? Like what's the card worth to you? For me, like these cards were worth between, I have to look on my account and see exactly what I paid for them, but to me these were between $20 and $40 cards, right? So if I could get these cards, one of these I might have got for $15 even, dude. It was like a pretty cheap auction. But you just check your phone, and what I'll do is I'll do a bid like on something, and I'll just do the bid low, but then that way it's in my eBay account, and I can just follow it up, and I'll set like a reminder on my phone. So if this auction say was ending in a half hour or 8 hours, I'll set a timer on my phone or an alarm, and then shortly before the auction, I'll just go in, see where the price is at, and if this price is say at like $20 and I'm max at like 30 or 31, then I might put that in towards the end of the auction and see if I can snipe the card, so. But that's an auction. If it's buy it outright, then I'll see if someone give me a deal on it and kind of thing. So, and there's a lot of people that will like if you give them an offer and you're not being too ridiculous, like if they want $200 for the card, you offer them $100. Most people aren't going to take that. But my dog just sneezed. Did you hear that? But if they want like $200 for it, you offer them $175, they might take it, or $160 or something. So it never hurts to ask, I think that's all like kind of part of it. Like if you want me to be transparent with you, This one of my more expensive cards. I paid $250 for this card. Um, so normally I don't like to like tell my prices I got stuff for, but I did that for a reason. For one, this is obviously like a one of one. This is the only one made in the world. I like the way this card reflects. It's a rookie of both these players. I think O'Connell has potential. I do like him. Mayer, even though I know he drafted a tight end, I think he does have potential to be a really good tight end. I worry that the Raiders are going to trade him. But the other thing I really like about it is if you look at one-on-ones that have the Nike symbols, a lot of times the Nike symbols aren't centered in this little like window they have here. You can tell the bottom one's a little off center where it's cut it off a little bit, but a lot of these Nike swishes they look terrible on a lot of cards. And so when I saw this card, it was one that I did want to spend a little bit more money on, because if O'Connell ends up doing good and say Mayer does good and stays with the Raiders, even though I know we have Brock Bowers, I mean, this could easily end up being a $500 card, believe it or not. If this was somebody that was like, even though I'm trying to think who to compare it with. If this was a quarterback that people were hyped up about and excited about, even if it was a quarterback that's not very good, so if it was like a more exciting quarterback and it had like Michael Mayer, people would probably pay like $1,000 to like $1,500 for this card, easily 500. So for me to get this card for 250, I got a killer deal on it. And it's a clean looking card. Like, for me, the card has to look good. And like, my dog just sneezed. Oh man. The card has, sorry guys. Made me laugh. The card has to look good, and the Nike swoosh kind of sold me on it, So, and I only have one. Like, I have Aiden O'Connell cards, but I only have one of one Aiden O'Connell, and it's not a one of one like autograph card. It's nice, and I'm gonna do a video about that in the future, kind of thing. I'll explain some more of that, but yeah, like this card, I got lucky on this one because I had like a budget. I think I told you guys, I think I spent around $300 buying. It's kind of like a break, but they're like hot packs and stuff, so you can get some other. You pay a certain price and you pick like a box or a package, and they open it, and you're not guaranteed you're gonna hit anything nice. And kind of on my last one, I hit this Derek Carr downtown, which was lucky because it could have been any downtown of any player, and I got really lucky that was a Derek Carr downtown. And even though I was ready to move on from Derek Carr, and I thought he got overpaid on his contract with the Saints, as time goes on, I think a lot of us and football fans will remember a lot more of the better stuff about Carr than we will the not so good stuff. And so for me, like, it is kind of cool to have a really nice, Derek Carr card because I don't have a lot of his cards either, And then these ones were ones that I got a really good deal on this one. I think this was like $65 or something. That's why I got that one. It was like a rookie. This one is the optic hollow is what they call it. So it's kind of like silver. If you're gonna spend a little bit of money on a card, so this is any rookie card you want. If you want something nice that's autographed, and they make these that aren't autographed too, and they're not as much. But my opinion, one of the best ones is the optic. They call them the optic hollow. So look for that, and that's essentially like a silver card for the optic. It has the rated rookie on there. I'm not saying you have to do the Aiden O'Connell, but you can get these optic hollows for, Brock Bowers coming up when optic comes out, the new optic. Just go to, and this is numbered 27 out of 150. But these are one of the best. Like, if you're going to spend a little bit of money, try to get the optic hollow, in my opinion, because they look super clean, especially if you get one that's a PSA 10. I guess I'll show you one thing real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to confuse the hell out of you guys, but Actually, let me see. I should just show you guys. All right. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. All right. So if you guys go in here to like Google, so this is important for you to understand. It can get a little confusing. We'll try my best to explain it, even though it's a little bit late. So if you go into Google and you type in like whatever football box or whatever you're interested in, like Optic, say 2023 football checklist, it's extremely important that you go in and you check the checklist for like if you're buying a break or something like that. And then the one that I like is called Cardsmith Break. So we're going to click on that. So you go down here, you'll see this one, Cardsmith Breaks. And I like the way that they break this down. Tie release date, blah, blah, blah. And then you can organize it by card, by player, or by team. I like to do it by team. And then once I do it by team, what the world? Why is it? Oh, now you're going to freeze on me. What the heck is going on? All right. It's making you sign up now? The hell? No, I'm not giving you my email address and signing up. All right. Unreal. Let's see if this one does it. So all the cards coming up, but not the way I was trying to show you. And this making me, dude, unreal. Let me try Beckett. Beckett's not a bad one. I just like the way Cardsmith breaks usually breaks them down a little bit better. So here's like a Bo Jackson. They'll kind of walk you through some of this, like what you can get in the box and certain things like that. So there's autographs, memorabilia, team sets. It's also a little bit different on my phone. I usually just use my phone to look this up. Let's see if Team Sets has it. Sound like almost like it breaks it down. All right. Anyways, so you can get like that Derek Carr downtown that I showed you. You can get a Marcus Allen Super Bowl downtown. I don't have that one. I wish I did though. That one's pretty cool. It's telling you some of these others like rookie patch autographs you can get. So for the rookie patch autos, you can get Aiden O'Connell, Michael Mayer, Trey Tucker. Rated rookies, right there. Mythical. They have Aiden O'Connell mythical. Mythicals look pretty cool. They'll sell, I think, for around like $100 or something. My house. Here's a downtown. They got another 2 more downtowns. They got Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. So Raiders had a lot of downtowns. They had Marcus Allen. What is this thing? Marcus Allen, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams. But then they also had, I think it was Derek Carr was part of this. Yeah, 2023. It tells you all the base cards and stuff. But CardSmith breaks looks a lot better than this. You just select team and then it will tell you. It just looks a lot cleaner. So, but they'll do it. They'll break it down for every team. So you can like click on a team and see like what cards are available. And then once you see a card or like what's available, you can type that into like eBay and you can try to see what they actually look like. You know what I mean? You can click like, should be able to do just autographs. So that was like team sets. Here's a patch autographs, gold vinyl 1/1. And then, so the way they have it on here, this is why I don't like, this is why I don't like doing it this way. But you'd have to go through and you'd have to find the Raiders. So here's a Josh Jacobs. So they have Josh Jacobs, number to 25, and that is the patch autograph. And then you'd have to keep going up because they don't, when they do it this way, they don't put them in like alpha numeric order usually. It's not like they're in like team alphabetical order. So you just have to go through, and it takes a while to go through to try to figure out like, what like autograph patches you can hit, kind of thing. So gold vinyl, purple stars, those are parallels. Here's a legendary patch autographs. There you go, Bo Jackson, number 25. So yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys get the point. You know what I mean? Can get a little confusing, but the point is you can do that for select. You just type in like select checklist, select in the year. So select 2023 football checklist, and you go look up like that stuff. You can do it. That was the optic we just looked at. So you can do that one. You can do it for national treasures, and then the back of the card should say the year. So that's what I do before I buy in a break or whatever. I usually go in there because I want to see how many, like, what are your chances of to hit a Raider card, and that's why Optic was so cool. You could literally hit, I think it was 4 or 5 different downtowns. They had Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, Marcus Allen. I think it was 4 total. So that's more than most are. More than most have. Nice Nike checks are badass. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. All right, guys. It's late, but thanks, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe. I'm gonna get this last box repacked up and have my kids open them. We'll see if they're happy with them. I'll let you guys know. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time on Hardcore Card Collecting. Later. Happy New Year.